Once, during the time of the Buddha, while he was residing at the Jetavana monastery, he recounted a story about two elderly monks. These monks had chosen to spend the rainy season retreat in a remote village. There, they were generously provided with all their necessities: food, clothing, shelter, and medicine. The monks enjoyed the retreat immensely, and, finding the conditions so comfortable, they decided to stay for a second rainy season without returning to see the Buddha. Eventually, they journeyed back to the city of Savatthi to visit him. Upon their arrival, other monks, who were friends of these two, asked, "Why did you delay your visit to the Buddha?" The two monks replied, "The conditions where we were very good. Everything we needed was readily available, so we chose to remain there for an additional rainy season." That evening, as the monks gathered to listen to the Buddha's Dhamma sermon, they discussed the failure of the two monks to fulfill their duty to visit the Buddha. When the Buddha arrived and took his seat, he inquired, "What were you discussing before I came in?" The monks explained, "Venerable sir, we were talking about the two old monks who, after their retreat, did not come to see you, showing a lack of diligence in their duties." The Buddha then said, "Monks, not only today, but also in the past, these monks have shown a similar laziness." The monks, curious to hear more, requested the Buddha to tell them the story from the past about these monks' laziness. The Buddha began. Long ago, there was a king named Brahmadatta who ruled over Benares. In those days, 3 fish lived in a river upstream near a village. They were known as thinking too much, thinking little, and proper thinking. One day, proper thinking suggested to the others, "We live too close to humans. It's risky here. We should move to a safer place." The other 2 fish, driven by their greed for the abundant food available in the river, procrastinated. They said, "We'll leave today or tomorrow," and thus delayed their departure. They spent over 3 months in this procrastination. One day, fishermen came and cast their nets across the river. The 2 fish, thinking too much and thinking little, swam carelessly and did not notice the net, becoming ensnared in it. Proper thinking, who was more cautious, sensed the danger and managed to swim through the open side of the net, avoiding capture. Seeing his companions trapped, proper thinking decided to help them. He swam through the net, creating a commotion. The fishermen, thinking the net had torn because of the big fish trapped, hauled in the net. As they pulled it up, the 2 trapped fish were able to escape, and all 3 swam to safety. The Buddha then explained how the story illustrated the dangers of procrastination driven by greed. He elaborated on the 4 noble truths, highlighting the consequences of craving and the importance of proper thinking. Listening to the Buddha's sermon, the 2 old monks realized their mistake and attained the stream entry state of mind, sotapanna, achieving a profound understanding of the Dhamma. The Buddha concluded, "In the past, the fish thinking too much and thinking little were these 2 monks, and proper thinking was I, the Buddha." Moral: proper thinking leads to success and happiness, while procrastination, driven by greed, leads to ruin.